In this video, we're going to be talking about how to control the settings on your Facebook business page. So we want to go over to our settings, and how you do that is when you're on Facebook, you're going to click in and find your page, and it might ask you if you want to act or log in as your page, and you can say yes, so you can start editing and see the settings. So over on this left-hand bar, you're going to see something that says settings, and we're going to click on that. And that will take us to an entire settings page. And everything is going to be from this menu on the left side. So if we click into the first one here, the default audience settings, we can choose who can see our content that we're posting, and you're going to want to have this as public here so everyone can see what you are posting. You can set it to friends only or choose your own settings, but we want public. Going to click next, and it's going to tell you all the things it's allowing. And we're going to click confirm. And then we're going to go back to our main settings here. And then we have a couple preferences. Now, reaction preferences, you can hide how many reactions are on your posts right here if you want to do that, but there's no real reason to do that. But you can change those in there. Your notification settings. So this is going to just show you any of your notifications in here if you have these changed. So if someone tags you, then you're going to get notifications, and you can choose if this is just through the app only, or some of them may be email as well. And you can click in and change each one of these. So if you get a notification if someone messages you for groups, etc., and you can go in and change all of these and toggle on or off what you want. Now, if we click on this media section, there's a lot of different settings in here, and this is more for you navigating Facebook. So we're not going to be changing much of these or focusing on this. And usually all of these you can just leave by default and they will be fine. Dark mode, if you toggle it on, your background will be black. I do not have it on right now, so my background is white. Now, if we scroll down, we have audience and visibility. Now, this is where we're going to have the majority of settings. So if we click into page details, you're going to see all these different settings and things you can do when creating your page. And we'll do a separate video on this, just going through how to fill all of this out. But that's where a lot of these settings are. And again, separate video for that. So we're going to go back to our settings here and click on how people find and contact you. So you want to make sure these are on. So if people are searching outside of Facebook, they can link to your page. You want that on, definitely. You want your page to be recommended to people looking at similar pages. Of course, you want to be discovered, so make sure that's on. And allow people and pages to message your page. You're going to want this on as well if you're a business. Messaging a page is separate from personal messages on an account. So make sure you have all of these on. Then we'll go into the post section. Then we'll go into the post section. Who can see your future posts? We have this as public. We changed that earlier, so you want to make sure this is public so you have as much discoverability as possible. And we can go stories. If you're posting stories, again, you can just change all your settings here. Probably won't have to touch any of these. Page setup. Now, this is another spot where you can change some items on your page. It's sort of like page details, but a little bit different. There's no way to edit directly from here. All of these are just going to take you to pretty much page details. So we're going to go over this in a different video. If we click on Reels, Reels are the short videos on. Reels are pretty much directly connected to Instagram. So Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, they can share between them. So you want to allow other people to share your Reels to their story. Obviously, you want your content to be shared and be more discoverable. So we want to make sure that's on. And then who can see your Reels? We have public, again, from our first setting we changed. Now, followers and public content, who can follow my page? Again, public, and all of these are going to be public, and that is how you want them. This is from our original setting we put on, and you can choose how you want to sort your comments. So you can show the most relevant comment first, or it can just be newest first, and you can toggle that on or off based off your preference. If you do have a group and you're trying to get people to join it, you probably want to leave this on where people can see previews of a group outside of Facebook. This will allow them to get a good idea of what the group's about and if they want to join it. And then if you are a very family-friendly business or you just want to hide comments with any profanity, you might want to toggle this on, and you can set these so you can review them. Now, in this section here, hide comments containing certain words, I could ban certain words. So if someone's putting a competitor's business name and trying to promote it, I could put that word here, and any comment with that word will be blocked pretty much, or hidden, not blocked. So you can add any of those in here if you ever need to. And then you can restrict who can follow you based off country or by age if you wanted to. And you just click edit. You could say, I only want people over 21. Let's say you have alcohol related content in the US. People over 21, or alcohol related is its own one. So you can change these in here if you would need to. You probably will not. Now, if we go to page and tagging here, now this setting, who can post on your page? I personally like to have only me. So if people are tagging you, those posts aren't showing up on your page. So you're the only one that can post to your page. You don't want other people posting on your page. This can be up to you, but you would have to moderate it very closely and probably delete some stuff as you're growing. Who can see what others post on your page? Everyone. So this won't be relevant if we have only me, but everyone can see my content. Allow others to share your post to their stories. We're going to toggle this on. We want people to share our content, obviously, more discoverability. Who can see posts you're tagged in on your page? I like to leave this to everyone and then just manage those posts and see what people are tagging me in, and I can always remove the tag if I do not like that. Now, reviewing, this is probably a setting you're going to want to turn on. Review tags people add to your post before the tags appear on Facebook. You're going to want to toggle that on, and then you'll be able to review them and you'll get a notification up here. And review posts you're tagged in before they appear on your page. So on this, we have everyone can see things we're tagged in. So we want to be able to review that before it goes to our page and people can see it, just to make sure it's appropriate and relevant. Next, we have this blocking section. So if you have anyone blocked here, any users or pages or even apps, you can see that in here. And if you wanted to click edit, you could add a user, or you could see your block list and manage that through here. Next, we have the payment section, and this is more for advertising. This is going to take you to Facebook Business. So this is more an advertising setting, so we're not going to worry about that right now. And we're going to go back down into permissions here. So we have linked accounts. So if you have your Instagram or WhatsApp connected, you'll see that here. And if you click view, this is going to take you to where your account is linked. And we have a separate video showing how to link these, but you can combine inboxes down here, which we did. So everything is in your Facebook messages. So you can see your Instagram ones as well. And if you want to see the details, you could click this and it'll show you the details of that account, and you can manage it, disconnect it here. But that's not what we're worried about right now. If we click on apps and websites, you're going to see any apps or websites where you're directly linked through Facebook and they have access to some feature. So this is things you logged in with Facebook. So instead of just creating an account with an email, you logged in using Facebook. Or if an app is accessing that information, for example, if one is pulling some analytics or something, you're using an outside third-party tool, you'll see that here and you can remove them if you would like to. And then you'll see this off Facebook activity. This doesn't really matter. We're going to skip over this for now. And then under your information, you have activity log. This just shows every single thing you've done. So videos you've searched for, videos you've watched, your search history, etc. And if you clicked in, you could see all of these and you could either delete them, you can archive them, or manage them however you would like. You can look at your archive here. So if you archived any posts or stories, you can see those here. If we click on this, this would take us to review any posts we're tagged in, to approve to put on our profile, and any tags that are on posts we can also review, so other people's posts right here. Now we'll go back into accessing controls. This is where you would deactivate or delete your page. Deleting is permanent, deactivating is not, so other people won't be able to see it, but it will be in the background still there if you ever want to activate it again. And then these last couple settings, download your information. That's if you want to download everything Facebook has on you. Access your information. This is more just personal. If you want to see any personal information, connections, where you're logged in, or even just preferences. These aren't really settings. But that is where that is in there. And those are pretty much all of the page settings in here and all the settings you need to change for your Facebook page.